Hello, my darlings. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening to you all. How are you? I'm not sure if anyone's here yet. This was a completely semi-spontaneous event. I wasn't. I didn't advertise it, should I say, or widely spread the news. So I apologize for that, because this is a show that was requested by MC. As you guys may know, MC is my prolific memer on what's it called, on my Discord channel. So if you guys have ever been to my Discord, you would have seen the memes that, sorry, I'm trying to send out the link here. I'm just gonna tweet it out to the various world at large. So yeah, if you guys know about MC, you will know the memes that he posts on my Discord channel. He is just prolific, and his memes are awesome. So yeah, go check him out on my Discord channel. Oh Christ, is there a link to my Discord channel? I don't know. Maybe there is. I'll post the link at some point. If you go to my previous videos, I'm sure there's a link there somewhere. Is there a link in this bio? I don't even see it. No, I don't think there is. Okay, I shall post a link. Oh my god, this title, I forgot to change the title of the freaking still called Bonnie and Clyde, Trouble in Paradise. Okay, that is not correct. Let's call it stuff. Let me see if this will update the title. I don't know. I'm just calling it Poland and stuff. It probably won't even update until I reset the show. Either way, I will like to post the link. Hello, MC. The man of the hour is in his house. So yeah, without further ado, I'm just gonna post the link for him. Check it out. Okay. Go for it, MC. Jump on when you can. And NCP in the house. Big up NCP. She kissed the she didn't kiss the boozy. She kissed the boom boom. She kissed the batty. I'm not drinking tonight. It's a Thursday night, and I'm not going to get drunk until tomorrow night. Okay. Thank you, Sky. The title did change. I guess you can change it midstream. That's good. That's good to know. Nice. Yeah, MC, grab that it's Jitsi link and see if you can pop over. Let me see if I can even see the participants. There we go. There might be a lobby situation, and I'll have to bring you on. I don't know. I've set it up for a lobby. Let's see how that unfolds. I'll be honest, I'm just shuffling my Jitsi. Instead of StreamYard, I'm using Jitsi because you can allow more people than just 6 in case this thing gets heated and a lot of people want to come on. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I've done. Okay, MC, I don't know. Can you get on? Are you able to get on? What's the dealio? Let's see what. Let me know in the text. Big up, Base Welshman, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Based Welshman. Okay. We have a person in the back, and let us admit. Hello, MC. Are you there? Hello,
Banksy.
Aha, yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Nice. Okay, let me. I can't hear you. You can't hear me. Okay, someone says I can't hear you.
I can hear you. Yes.
You can hear me, but let me just quickly test the old stream. Some people are saying they can't hear me. I think some people. Sorry, I'm trying to send out the link here. Oh, hold on. No. That seems perfectly good. I believe someone is effing with moi. The link here. Yep. No, it's literally just tested it, and it is beautiful. Okay. Let me get back to the shit show that we're currently running here. Indeed, indeed. Well, for now, we'll just focus on I don't know. Let's do the square thing. There you go. There's you. There's me. That sort of thing. I don't know. This thing is looking awful right now. The imagery is all over the shop because I haven't resized my StreamYard for this. Sorry, my OBS for this. It's all scaled for StreamYard. So this thing is like out of whack completely. So I'll probably have to redo a bunch of this. I don't know. We'll see. We'll just go with it. We go with it. It's fine. It's fine. We're not running fucking BBC here. It'll be all right.
No, we will be more honest. We will be not filthy liars and
exactly
and propagandists.
Exactly. We're just small time people. we're not running large international corporations here. We don't need to get it all right. As long as it's mostly right, it'll be all right. So MC, how's it going, MC? How's life? Let's start with a little bit of small talk while I try to resize some of this shit.
For me, life didn't change much until we're going to talk about inflation. You know, it's everywhere. We don't have empty store. How to say in English? You know, empty shelves. Oh yes, empty
yes.
shelves in the stores. But inflation is skyrocketing, unfortunately, too.
Oh yeah, I totally get it, man. Sorry, I muted myself whilst I was trying to change things. Good man. So you're okay. You don't have you still have petrol? You guys still have petrol?
Yeah. Yes, but the prices are also rising, unfortunately, and let's face it, everywhere it is skyrocketing. I've seen the markets and
yeah, you're right.
Prices all over Europe and America and Canada.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The price of everything just about is rising. And then I have it's amazing that the British politicians, those on the left, have the goal to say, oh, this is all about Brexit. Nothing to do with Brexit. How is it Brexit when American prices are rising? It's like nonsensical bollocks that they always come out with. They try to somehow twist the narrative so that it's, you know, in their favor, because, you know, God forbid.
Okay, I have seen Labour's debates and meetings, by the way, and I know that they are basically now like that. They don't say this or that, or the British government shouldn't do this or that because they will upset China. In other words, they will never ever say that it is because of the Xi variant virus. I refuse to call it Omicron. Yes. After the Greek letter nu, we have the letter Xi. So it is the Xi variant, and I'm going to call every single variant Xi. Xi1, Xi2, Xi128, I don't care. Anyway, thanks to them, and thanks to the lockdowns, thanks to the extended lockdowns, we have what we have. Not to mention, thanks to President I love children too much Alzheimer grew up in the White House when he killed this pipeline, you know, the Keystone.
Yeah.
It's not his fault.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest. I'm not entirely sure how many people actually even know or care about like American politics and how much Biden is like destroying things. I think most people don't even pay attention, especially
Let
the
me
British.
tell you something.
Yeah. Go on.
If he wouldn't kill that pipeline, the Keystone pipeline, we would maybe even import that. The gas. I don't know, it's gas, oil, and I admit I don't know this thing, but we would import it too. We would pay them for that, and we would get it from them, you know, to diversify our supplies and make us make Russian supplies to be more as little as possible.
Oh yeah, dependency
for
on
Poland.
Russia. Yeah, yeah. I mean, a lot of people are talking about Russia's on the verge of possibly invading or taking another chunk of Ukraine, like they did
Of
Crimea.
course, that's why we have this migrant. That's why we have this migrant crisis on the Polish-Belarusian border. I mean, this is a small screen. It is to take off the attention from the Ukrainian-Russian borders and basically keep Europe busy with that. And I mean,
Yeah.
yes, we are sure that they are gathering massive amounts of troops. I mean, artillery, tanks. Russia have the largest artillery fleet in the world, largest tank fleet. I mean, they don't have the largest air force because they were always behind.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so where do you want to start with this issues with Poland? Do you want to start with Belarus? Do you want to start with other things? Do you have links for me? If you have any links for me, post them.
We have to start.
On here, and then
We have to start with
grab them.
Belarus.
All right,
We have to
all
start
right.
with Belarus
So,
because that's the origin of the conflict.
do you want me to
You know,
show any
last
things,
year-
any videos, any screens,
Oh.
any articles, or shall I just we're just going to talk about it?
Just a moment. I mean, for anybody that doesn't know how Lukashenko look like, we'll post his ugly Lenin cloned face here.
Okay. Where I mean, I've got an Al Jazeera article on Belarus. Is there something else you want me to announce? His new sanctions on Belarus. Oh wow, the US,
Well, yes,
EU, UK, and
there
Canada.
will be.
I see. Because is this because they're not handling this migrant issue, and that's why.
Okay. Okay, I am
From
posting in your Discord.
Al Jazeera, of all people.
Lukashenko's Lenin face.
Oh no, are you doing it on Discord?
ugly
Oh no, don't do it on Discord. I can't open up the. Oh, actually, I can. I suppose I can open up Discord as well. But yeah,
This is this guy.
There's an
Yes.
actual link. There's an actual chat, an open chat section on this. Let me post. Hello. Are you using your phone or a laptop?
I'm using my laptop.
Ah, okay. In that case, you should be able to see the actual.
Banksy chat. Yes, I can see that, but unfortunately my mic doesn't work on Discord. So
No.
I'm just warning.
I'm in here. In this stream. Jitsi. Do you see a message
stream-
pop up on the stream? Jitsi meeting app that we're on.
Oh yes.
Do you see that I put hello?
Oh, you mean multi-streaming with Restream? Ah,
No.
Jitsi, yes, Jitsi,
Yeah.
yes, can see
Just
that.
now, I'm just putting in hello. Yeah. Use this. It's much.
Okay.
Much
Okay,
easier.
now I can see it.
I
mean, there's only numbers. We can't have his fucking face.
Yeah, I'm actually.
we can actually.
In the but yes, I can see. Awesome.
This is this guy. He's basically like the ruler of Belarus for 20-something years now, from 1994.
I see. Okay, let me get this link. Let me post it up, and then we can discuss for the audience. You're able to see it on your end, right? As in a website.
Yes, I am.
You've got. Okay, good, because I won't share my screen. Then you can see it. Oh yeah. Oh, I see. You just posted an image. Oh, oh, in that case, then that's okay, because I've got the image of him in on this on Al Jazeera. Okay, this is the Al Jazeera sanctions on Belarus entitles. Entites and individuals come amid Belarusian entities and individuals come amidst ongoing pressure campaign on President Alexander Lukashenko. Yeah, is that the guy?
Yes, this is the guy.
Okay, yeah. I've got the article up. I can actually send this to you, so you can view it in your at your end. Okay, so what's the deal? What do you wanna go with this? Let's do this. Take it away.
I will be short. This guy is the last dictator in Belarus. He's worse even than Putin in a way, because I mean, Putin is catching up with him fast, but this guy's like from 1994. He when he started, he basically have suppressed anything Belarusian in his country. Like the official language is Russian in Belarus. Belarusian language doesn't exist, for example. The Russian ruble is the currency there. Yes, he wanted to make it a province of Russia for a long time ago, because originally he wanted to be the ruler of Russia sooner or later. He thought that Yeltsin was going to give him Russia after he going to resignate.
But it didn't. It didn't work out.
But no, it didn't work out. When Yeltsin in the 90s have been informed about it, he was like, no fucking way. I am not giving this piece of shit Russia. No way. This was his exact words.
I'm
not give this piece of.
Oh yeah, sorry. Who's this guy? Alexander, or who's the guy who's saying I'm not going to give it to this piece of shit?
The ex-president of Russia, Boris Yeltsin.
Yeltsin.
You remember this drunken guy?
Oh my God, yes. Oh, so he was talking about this guy.
Yes. Even Yeltsin didn't want to give him anything. He was like horrified with this idea that he ever could rule Russia. He was like, oh no, he will make Russia even worse than it is actually. And Russia under Yeltsin in the 90s, was a shit show and a chaos. One big chaotic country.
Oh my God. Okay, so
he stayed the dictator in Belarus.
So is this the reason why this guy is basically letting all the refugees run straight through Belarus into Poland, and then because obviously those refugees want to get to Western Europe, they're not interested in Eastern Europe?
There were election last year in Belarus once again. After those elections, there were massive protests of people. They were brutally suppressed. I mean, some people from the opposition, I mean, opposite candidates have escaped from Belarus to escape persecution, political persecution, because this guy falsified the election. He brutally cracked down on the protesters, and now, after the European Union have put sanctions on him, in America, of course, and Canada, he wants to retaliate. He wants revenge, how else can Belarus actually commit an act of retaliation? They don't have nothing. They have only 60,000 soldiers, for example. 10 million people. The country is dirt poor. I mean, my country now. My country in the past even looked like an economical powerhouse compared to Belarus.
I see.
I was there, and Banksy, and the best evidence. When I was traveling to Belarus once upon a time, the girls there wanted just to drag us into bed, just for being non-Belarusian. Okay.
Wow.
And my friend, frankly, is a very unattractive guy, but he basically get laid for free, and those would, I don't know what those girls would do for him, but. We are rich tourists in Belarus. Understand that? Yes, we from Poland.
You guys are considered rich tourists in Belarus from Poland.
Yes.
Shit. Yes. I had no idea. And the girls are. So Belarus is the place to go for the ladies.
Well, yes, of course. Imagine that if I was basically treated like a rock star in one village, especially, then imagine what other guys will get.
Wow.
I mean, and a few years on, and I'm not even talking about the political refugees from Belarus last year. Belarusians are increasingly arriving into Poland. I mean, there were waves of migration to Poland from Belarus.
Yeah.
But
Is,
now
is
they are looking-
Belarus considered a green list destination? I haven't been on vacation for a while. I might have to book something.
I mean, first look into the laws in that country. I mean, because it's a terrible place to live. That's for sure. You have to avoid especially the Chernobyl zone because the Belarus have the largest chunk of terrain.
Really? So the Chernobyl
Contaminated
thing
by
isn't
Chernobyl.
just in Russia. It actually spilled over into the radiation
it started
spilled
in
into
Ukraine.
Poland. Belarus.
3 regions: Ukraine, Belarus have the largest chunk, and Russia. Those 3 countries have a common border where it spilled out. Yes, but Belarus suffered the most. In fact, people were not so long ago debating on will there be people in Belarus living in Belarus if this thing will hold on. Especially that Lukashenko wanted people to force to settle there a few years ago in the exclusion zones.
Oh wow! They wanted people
this
to
guy-
live in the radiated areas.
Yes, that's basically it. I mean,
Holy
he's like a guy from a hardcore Soviet past. I mean, that's why I call him Lenin clone, because he's a relic of those times.
Wow, I had no idea that what's it called? Oh Christ, I just forgot. You know the area that got nuked with that. What was the area called? You just mentioned it. Oh,
I mean,
Christ,
it's called the Chernobyl excluded zone.
There you go. Chernobyl. So this
Yes,
exclusion zone is actually a mix between Belarus, Russia. What other countries are affected? Because I'm looking at Belarus right now on the map,
Ukraine.
and
Belarus, Russia, and Ukraine.
that northern part of Ukraine. Actually, no.
Yes,
Kiev is kind of close to north. Is Kiev? Kiev isn't affected though, is it?
No, Kiev was spared, but it was close.
Wow. Holy shit. So if we go to
I mean-
Belarus, some of these chicks may have gills or possibly webbed toes and fingers. Is
Yes,
that what I should be expecting to be banging some mutant chick? Like some shit out of X-Men.
I mean, I haven't yet met one that have basically a labia or a vagina on her forehead, but I wasn't traveling
Vagina
through the
on the
entire Belarus, so
forehead.
everything's possible.
Uh,
So sometimes people in English call men dickheads. Well, maybe you're going to get cunt heads.
I see. Yeah. I mean, look. Don't get me wrong. The original. Let me just get some imagery here from the original. Oh Christ, where is that?
But most of the country is safe. But just that the Belarus have a large chunk of it and suffered the most.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm actually trying to bring up some images of the original X-Men Mystique. Because I mean, I just want to sort of put this out there.
Well, who knows? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if now Lukashenko would got from Russia some money to develop for them some woman or some guy.
Yeah,
like
well, no.
Mystique.
I mean, you can see. I put the image up there. I don't know if you watch the stream. You can see it on there. But I just want to point out, as much as I think she's kind of hot in this weird mutant-y kind of way because she's kind of naked and all that. I still don't really want to be banging that one. So if I go to Belarus, am I expecting something like this? or can we expect less mutation?
I mean, we can expect less mutation because this exclusions. The people don't live in those exclusion zones. Thankfully, Lukashenko abandoned his great ideas to resettle those regions. But this guy's crazy. This guy is basically like a hardcore Soviet citizen. He's raised on that, and he would like Belarus to keep trapped in time in the Soviet times. But basically, Belarus it's like a Soviet republic. I mean, trapped in time. It has so many traits of those times and of the past.
Oh, okay.
And
so it's kind of stuck in time a little bit.
yes, thanks to this guy.
So is Belarus considered a democracy, or is it still a dictatorship?
It's a dictatorship. Of course, it's a dictatorship. I mean, you have seen how they treated the protesters. You have seen.
Yeah, the guy still wears like a military outfit as well. So yeah, it does look very dictatorial.
And Banksy, 10% of Belarusian population is in the police. In this another way, 10% of the population. It's a police state, like hardcore.
Wow. Yeah, I can see. I mean, I'm just playing a little video reel of Christ, I forgot how to pronounce his name. To be honest with you, I'm very tired today. My brain is not firing. Lukashenko. There we go. All right. So this, I didn't know what was really going on in Belarus. To be perfectly honest with you, I don't really keep tabs on all that. Are they having issues with COVID? Is COVID a big thing over there right now?
Well, of course, this guy denied the existence of COVID for a very long time. I mean, Lukashenko.
Oh, okay. So he was like a conspiracy theory about
and
it.
He said he didn't. He cannot see it, so it doesn't exist. That's what he said to the press.
If he doesn't see it, it doesn't exist. Holy moly, moly.
Yes, a very Soviet peasant-like approach, and people basically wonder why you have such disdain for those times and people like him. Basically, now you know why.
I'm with you. I mean, I am playing Al Jazeera here, so that's not gonna. It's definitely going to be a propaganda kind of a place. It's not. This is very heavily leaning towards the refugees and Muslims, but it's something to play in the background while we talk. It's basically all I'm doing.
Anyway, Belarus, after all those sanctions, those sanctions actually saved their relationship with Russia. I mean, Belarus relationship with Russia, because Lukashenko drifted away a little bit from Putin after annexation of Crimea. But now, when he's alone, he's sanctioned for brutally suppressing the protesters. And the opposition, in general, now, I mean, it was like reinvigorated, or how to say it in a better English word. It have been resurrected, okay? And now he's planning retaliation, and he's using migrants here from Muslim countries, tourists, as a cannon fodder against not only Poland but also Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia. He plans to.
I'm with you. Well, at the moment, I mean, what's the impact of this situation right now for Poland then? How is Poland?
Well, the impact is that we have on our eastern borders the state of emergency that basically was like from August till December, and now 1 day ago they have basically renew it at least till March next year. We have the state of emergency. That's how long it's going to be. I mean, the Polish government basically didn't allow the press and the journalists at first to came there and to see the situation. The flow of information was cracked down. Also, the Polish heavy units, the army there, have been sent on the border to reinforce the border patrol. We're going to be building. We have already built. I mean, we already built fences. We plan to strengthen the border even more. Also, Lukashenko is training those people, those tourists and others, to cross our border.
Okay.
He was giving them anything, everything. I mean, even tranquilizers.
Tranquilizers. They were shooting the migrants with tranquilizers.
And well, if they would dare to go back from the from the Polish border back to Belarus, that they were stopped. That they are forced to stay there and occupy places near the border, or even forced to cross or violate our border.
Oh, I see.
Because of that, they may be brutally beaten.
Oh, so the refugees were stuck between the Belarus sort of army or police force forcing them towards the border, and then they were stuck at the border because the military was there, or the police force was there to stop them from coming over. So they were trapped in this zone between these two areas, I take it. Is that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Basically, that's the tragedy. But frankly, in one way, it's hard for me to have any empathy for those people. I mean, how dumb and naive you have to be when some turn-horn dictator or whatever leader from one country tells you that you can basically cross without any problems a border to another country. How and how ignorant you have to be not to research first what kind of relations one country examine Poland have with Belarus or Belarus with Poland. Are they strained?
Yeah, but the thing is,
are the border crossings
these
even
guys
allowed?
who are coming across, they're not sitting there googling googling Belarus Polish relations before they start like migrating over. They're just coming over, and they're hoping that these countries, because the general impression is that as long as they come into the Eastern European countries, the Eastern European countries don't want them there. The Romanians, Hungarians, Belarus,
True.
Poland, and these countries are going to tend to let them just walk straight through to the next country. And then that's country ridiculous. Is going to let them basically walk through to the next country. So eventually they'll just make it to, I don't know, Germany or France, or probably something like that. Some one of these middle to Western European countries. So that's really where they really want to get to. They want to get to the countries with the big benefits. They want to get to. They're not even stopping at like Austria. They're mostly trying to make a beeline for like Germany and France and possibly Britain. I mean, Britain is a bit more of a tougher. The really determined ones make it to Britain because it's a hell of a lot more of a journey. But the ones who who can get a place along the way. I mean, I'm just looking at Google Maps here. Let me do it on the stream so everyone else can see as well.
Okay, you know what's hilarious, even more funny? They would have a much easier time going straight to Poland than from Belarus to Poland now, and it would be many times so. I mean, they could go for a plane ticket straight to Poland, and they would have an easier time.
Yeah, I mean, I can see. Okay, so the most likely places, coming out of Turkey would be Bulgaria, Serbia. I mean, Belarus. Where are we? How do they end up in Belarus? Poland, Belarus. Okay, that's actually quite a bit out of the way for them. I mean, they would have had to have gone if they're coming out of Turkey, which is the most likely place, or maybe Georgia or Azerbaijan, but really the most likely route is probably from Turkey through Syria to Turkey, and possibly that way. I mean, these guys would have had to gone through Ukraine or Moldova at minimum before they made it to Belarus. True. But to get to Belarus is such a ridiculous place, because I don't know, maybe they thought it's easier to get to Belarus, go to Poland and then to Germany, because if they went through Turkey to Bulgaria, they'd end up having to go to Romania or Serbia, and then from there to Hungary, and then from Hungary to Slovakia or Czech, Austria, and then into Germany. So yeah, they would have to cross like 3 or 4 other countries to get to Germany. Let's say if Germany is the goal, whilst if they go to Belarus, they would have to go through Belarus to Poland, bam, they're in Germany. So I suppose that's why they look at it and they go, okay, what's the least amount of countries do I have to go through before I get to Germany and like effectively Western Europe, Switzerland.
Oh man.
Yeah, because that's it, man. That's how it is. The way I see it is, if I were to go to one, if I was in Syria or in Iraq, or even, there's people from Iran and Afghanistan that are making this journey. If I were to make it into Europe, where do I really want to be? I'm not going to be in Poland. I'm not going to be in Belarus or Ukraine. These are, Eastern, Soviet blocs effectively, and most of them they don't have very good benefit systems anyway. Really, the only logical place is Greece is screwed. Greece is barely, surviving. It's practically a country in bankruptcy. So really, yeah, Germany, Switzerland. Although Switzerland, I think getting benefits in Switzerland is really hard, and Switzerland is fucking cold. Germany is cold, but I suppose, they can deal with that. Then you got your Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg. I don't know how many people make it to Luxembourg, because Luxembourg is a tiny, tiny little country, so I'm not entirely sure how many of them are willing to stay there. But the problem is Netherlands, when you break it down to, Denmark, Holland, I guess I don't know. I don't suppose. Yeah, many. Yeah, no. Actually, Denmark is quite way up. Denmark has become extremely hard. These refugees are getting their asses kicked in Denmark. Norway and Sweden is still difficult to get to. Finland is cold as shit. If I was coming from Middle East, I wouldn't even fucking look at. I've seen videos of Finland where the guy is walking. I'm not joking. The guy is walking towards the sea, and it's pitch black. It is just black. It looks like, middle of the night. He's walking, and he eventually gets to the sea. He turns around, looks at the camera, and says, "This is Finland at 12 o'clock in the afternoon." It was pitch black. There was no light at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I was like, who the fuck can live there? That's a nightmare fucking country. How can anyone live? 6 months, it's like something like 6-7 months of the year. It's like that. You at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, it's pitch black. There's barely any light. It's insane.
To those people, I have one advice: less Quran studies, more geography studies.
Yeah, because these guys, if I don't think any of them, I'll be honest, I think most of them are smart enough. They're not going to Finland. Finland doesn't report any issues with migrants. But Sweden, now a lot of them do go to Sweden. Now Sweden is actually not terribly easy to get to. You got to trains and planes and shit.
Sweden is a country that will pay you for going there. Actually,
that's true. Yeah, Swedes are fucked. Yeah, they're screwed though. They're screwed when it comes to this refugee shit. They are in the shit at the moment. Norway, I don't know how Norway's dealing with them.
I can remember when I have had my online fights with a few Swedes talking this or that about Poland, and I just basically told them, okay, guys, ready to give your wives to refugees, like all good Swedes should do, like all good Swedish men citizens are doing, giving up your woman to refugees.
Yeah, man. Oh, and there's Iceland, of course. There's Iceland as well. That's a fucking nightmare as well. That is a nightmare fucking country to live in. It's, again, and freezing ass cold. It's practically fucking North Pole. Iceland,
that's the point.
Greenland, they're like next to each other, practically. You just, these cold ass place, man. How can people live in these countries? It's a nightmare. I look out of my window right now, and it's pissing it down with rain, and I'm depressed. How can you live in like 6 months of darkness? No wonder people kill themselves in these countries. But I don't know.
That's true.
I don't know.
Near, Finland, there's one place in Russia called Murmansk. There, practically, you have a night that is almost 3 months long, near Murmansk. Imagine that.
Three months.
I wasn't there, but I know. So yes, 3 months because it is near the North Pole, basically.
Oh, I see, and it's just pitch black.
Yes.
Fucking hell.
Well, maybe not on a non-cloudy day when you have many stars and the moon, but you get me.
I'm with you. Yeah, oh yeah. As far as the sun is concerned, it's like there's barely any sun, basically.
No, they can forget about it for 3 months. No sunlight.
Son of a bitch. Yeah, man, I can't do it.
Yes,
I can't do it. I don't know how people can go to these places.
Well, when we talk about Russia, it doesn't matter if they want to or not. I mean, they were forced to, basically, probably. Let's face it. Finland. I don't know. I don't know much about Suomi because this is the name of Finland in their own language. But really, people from the Middle East. Speaking of the refugees, once again, the history repeats itself. Those guys have better smartphones than us. I mean, an average Polish person, from the middle class, cannot buy the stuff that they possess. Those poor refugees and migrants. Also, the clothes that they are wearing. Once again, you can see that they are more from the upper class of those countries.
Damn.
Mostly men. Once again, those poor 30-year-old male children there. Holy fucking shit! But you know they are women and children, just that very manly looking, by the way, in the middle age.
All right. Yeah. So where else do you want to go with this, dude? Where you want to take this? Do you want to go to another political thing? Do you want to change tone or subject?
Okay, a little bit, yes. Because, speaking of politics, probably the left will going to bury any of its chance in Poland for any victory even more to the ground, bury even underground, because many leftists in Poland behave like traitors and want to help those refugees there and migrants, whatever we call them, to cross the border. One even 20-year-old MP, Polish MP, basically have humiliated one of our border guards. It is there, you know, and such behavior will be noticed. I mean, vast majority of Polish populations support the government decision on that. And when the left is doing what it's doing, because our left basically is sometimes as treacherous in moral and scummy as yours. I mean, you know, they would basically sell their own families and just to gain political power. I can see. But the
MC, I'm gonna open the panel up to other people. Are you okay with that? Are you cool? Do you want me to?
Okay.
I did post the link in the I pinned it, but I'm gonna just send out a message to everyone out there. Anyone who wants to jump on.
To be honest with you, Banksy,
exactly.
I get it. You are tired, frankly. I mean,
No. I'm just. I didn't want to because I knew you wanted to do a show specifically about this stuff, but I didn't know if you wanted other people to jump on and give their opinions.
Let them jump in.
Then I just want to check with you, just to make sure you're okay with that. But let's see if anyone else has any ideas and opinions.
With all honesty, out of principle, I want to do it anyway because, frankly, I also am a little bit today a little bit tired because I have a hard day. But you know, adio is adio, and I don't want to break anything.
Good man, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I haven't slept right in a few days, and it's all catching up with me. I think I'm going to collapse tomorrow.
Oh, welcome in the club. But one thing I am jealous of you now because I see that you have lost a lot of weight despite not sleeping so much. When I am not sleeping, I am gaining weight.
Yeah, it's weird.
Fuck that shit. That's so unfair.
It's weird. I don't know. I mean, admittedly, I think I'm a little bit squished up in my imagery on this. I don't know if this is giving an exact image, but I have lost quite a lot of weight. I'm not gonna joke.
Yes.
In the last sort of 6 months to a year, my weight has been consistently coming down.
Now I can say that now because now I know you not care about it. You had quite an orbit back in the days. Now you don't.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right, man. I think there was a lot of chin going on, or chunkiness. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still have a gut. My gut is still there. It's so hard to get rid of this bastard. But the ass and the legs have definitely
welcome in the
shrunk.
club, Banksy.
I know, man. I know. It's a
Welcome
nightmare.
in the club.
It's a nightmare.
After I had reached the age of 30, I also have a harder time to lose the fat, and I cannot see my glorious six pack anymore too, or I have a harder time to maintain it.
Yeah, the only six packs I've ever seen is in a fridge, dude.
I had.
It's like Stella.
I had.
All right,
I
you
have
used to.
not anymore. You know, you're getting older, and unfortunately, your metabolism says to you, "Fuck you, no more. I'm resting now."
I know. Yes, Banksy looking skinny. Other people are seem to be confirming that. Yeah, I mean, to tell you the truth, it hasn't been like I went out of my way to make a lot of effort. I just I found a gym that's got some really good punch bags and boxing equipment that I generally like, because I don't like just to go to the gym and push weights. That's not my thing. And so I went there and I just do some skipping, some bag work, and then I do some lats, like lat pull downs or generally pull ups to get my shoulders, because I've got because one of my shoulders, I partially dislocated it when I was doing Russian Sambo some years back. So ever since then,
Wow.
it's always been a bit weak, that left shoulder, because it popped out and then the doctor had to pop it back in, and it's just never been the same. So I do some sort of shoulder and back pull downs or pull ups, just to get that strengthened, and then some chest presses, just to get the man titties a little bit worked up, so that they lift a little.
I get it.
Trying to lift those man titties, but generally, the most 90% of my effort is just boxing or punching and skipping. But that's because I like that. I prefer that sort of stuff than than pushing weights.
Very good. Very good. Boxing and punching, especially what happened to you. Next time, Walid may see by the glory of Allah the stars and Jannah after one punch, and that would be a nice thing to have for him. I mean, you'd be helping him. He would die as a martyr from one punch. You'd be you'd be the Iranian version of One Punch Man for Walid.
The Iranian version. The thing is, those sneaky little bastards, they don't fight fair. They come from behind, they attack you in you know what I mean, in an unfair sort of way. It's not like they go, okay, let's go over here and have a fight. They don't do that. The little sneaky bitch, the hippo, came from behind and smacked me in the back of the head. So that's how it is, man. That's how you got to keep an eye on that sort of rear attack.
I know. The only thing she's training is her jaws to spread wider and wider for bigger chunks and bigger bites. Of anything she's shoveling down her throat.
Oh,
so don't
my
worry.
God!
It'll be the only thing you have to worry about.
Did you see that? You've seen that image, right? The video where she accidentally turned on her camera without makeup. Oh, fucking hell! Oh my God!
Yes. Don't worry. So you're going to be slimmer and faster. Your punches will be stronger, and she'll only gain gravity, and maybe a few slimmer women will going to be orbiting around her after a while.
Exactly. Well, I mean, to be honest with you,
watch out and make sure that her gravity will not pull you in. By the way,
that's it. You gotta watch out for the gravitational pull of her orbit. I suddenly find myself being sort of trying to recover from like the space shuttle where they start to burn up when on re-entry. Suddenly I start to feel some heat as I'm being pulled by Zobeida's gravitational pull towards her.
Yes,
I need like a heat shield.
Frankly, I have to know this detail. Does she eat a lot of spicy food or other things like that? You know what? Or drink too much soda? I have to know that because we have to make sure what kind of a planet she is.
Yeah, exactly. Is she like an ice giant or a a gas? She's definitely a gas giant.
Oh, so you mean her farts are also extremely dangerous, not to mention the burps.
She creates entire nebulas with a single fart.
Okay, Banksy. So, unfortunately, I have to give you another tip. buy yourself a gas mask before
Yeah.
before going to defend yourself from her.
Exactly. Well, I mean, from what we've heard, she's maybe most of the weight that she's putting on is because she eats so much ass.
Oh yeah, I forgot the chocolate starfish.
Yeah. No. You know Waleed's video.
From the chocolate starfish.
Yeah. Exactly. She's putting on a lot of weight because of all that chocolate starfish that she's eating.
You know what's by the way, speaking of refugees, Muslim customs and eating ass, you know what's funny? That there was a controversy about Polish models flying to Dubai, and yes, it have extreme coprophilia and eating out of the chocolate starfish of the Arabian sheikhs in Dubai. I'm not joking.
Yes, yeah, they do that. I just want to welcome Hopsky.
It came
Big
out
up.
to the daylight.
How you doing, man? Can you hear me?
Yes, can hear you loud and clear. Sorry, MC, hold on one
good.
second. How's it going,
Hi,
Hopsky?
Yeah,
I
good,
can
man.
hear you loud and clear.
Yes,
Good.
we have the Misfits on. All the most popular people.
Infamy. They've
Yeah.
all got it in for me.
They've all got it. Exactly. Yes, they've all got it in for you, man. So how's things over at I don't know, where do you go most often? Rios now, or because Veli's is gone, so
Yeah, Veli's gone.
we're all homeless out here. We're
I
looking
know,
for a
there's-
place.
There are a few places where angels fear to tread, and I don't go there. I pop on reels every now and then and have a laugh and a joke, but not really. Too busy at the moment. Work, life.
Yeah.
So yeah, and the thing is, I know when I don't get, although I'm subscribed to your channel and get all notifications, that's not the case. And
Yeah.
I've missed quite a few of your live streams where I haven't been sent the notifications. So
I know, man. It's the same with. I mean, I've had quite a few people tell me that. I'm talking my friends from my real world, not just internet people. But yeah, a lot of them. One of my friends is always saying, and he's got the bell checked. He's got everything checked.
yeah,
And he's like, dude, I didn't even know you were live. I was like, yeah, I know, because YouTube YouTube literally doesn't send out the notifications to the people who are actually subscribed. And I've got the bell and everything checked. Like, we jumped all through all their little hoops, and he's still not getting any joy. Imagine even the people who are subscribed are not getting information. What are the chances of me ever reaching anyone who isn't even subscribed? I mean, that's just practically impossible at that point. At this point, they've literally made it impossible to do anything on, to do anything remotely political or controversial on YouTube. And I think my channel has been marked for death many months ago. It's got the scarlet letter of death. So yeah, I've kind of basically I just do this for the hell of it. And like tonight, MC wanted to do it, and this is the thing. I get complaints from people who keep saying, "Oh, why don't you do more shows?" And I'm like, dude, what's the motivation for it? I have no motivation to do this thing, because it's like it's like swimming through mud. It's just it's so incredibly demoralizing. So I just sort of,
And the mud is getting more thicker, and it's getting more drier to that.
Exactly. It's almost like Zubaydah's vagina. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. I'm trying to keep it highbrow.
Banksy, anyway, please. I get it, but because of you, I will want to be in a voluntary celibate now, because I have pictured that in my head. I have a too vast of imagination, and now the
Incel. Are you saying incel, involuntary celibate?
And now the Grand Canyon is in my imagination. The thing like a Grand Canyon.
Aha. This is what are we talking about? The hippo's vagine? What are we talking about here? I'm not sure where we're going with this.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do talk about the Grand Canyon. We talk about the geography of this planet that we are debating now.
I'm with you. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Whatever that is. But either way, dude, I think we should book some tickets for all of us guys who are single to Belarus. We may end up, with some mutated mutant from Chernobyl, but it's okay. I'll take the one with the 3 tits.
Anyway, Banksy, Ukraine would be also a good option, but hurry, there may be no Ukraine next year, so you have to hurry.
Yeah, it sounds like they're going to take a chunk. Go ahead, Hopsky, what were you saying?
Well, apparently, the massive Russian troops on the Ukrainian border could be, could be something newsworthy to look forward to in the new year. Maybe, perhaps, the Russians are going to make a move on the Ukraine. It would be interesting if they did, and to see how Europe and NATO would react to that.
Exactly. I mean, to be honest, they didn't really do a hell of a lot. I didn't see that much forcefulness from the Americans when they took Crimea.
Well,
they just
Crimea, the Black Sea port. Yes, I was actually. That was forgive me if I'm wrong. It was on the 26th of February 2014 when Spetsnaz went into Sevastopol, excuse my pronunciation.
Sevastopol.
Thank you.
Sevastopol.
Thank you. And literally told the Ukrainians to fuck off.
Yeah.
and they did. It's like, okay.
So is this Sevastopol area, is this this little section, because I'm looking at it on the map, is this Crimea, the whole thing is Crimea, or is it just section of it?
Well, it's the Black Sea port. It's the largest port the Russians have in the Black Sea. It's one of their major ports that has entry to the Mediterranean and across the world. And
I'm with you. So they actually just took a section. They didn't take the whole of that island area.
Let me tell you something. Banksy, in the Cold War, in the Soviet times, the Crimea Peninsula was the base for the Soviet Black Sea Navy. In Russian, it was the Chornomorskaya Baza.
I have no idea what that is. Oh, is that the name? Is that what they called it?
Yes. The base for their navy, for the Russian navy, basically.
This is why they wanted to keep it.
Yes. Also, I admit that there are many Russians on Crimea, but also there are other people that would like to return to Crimea. The Crimean Tatars that have never been allowed to return to this day, from the times of the Soviet Union when Stalin have actually thrown them away from there.
Yeah. I mean,
committed ethnic cleansing, basically.
Yeah. The thing is, I'm just looking at this thing, and I just don't see how America is really going to make any. What is America going to do basically to?
Well, they're not going to do anything, and unless they want.
America have done already, at least that's what I know, a few things. Just a moment. They have sell Javelin rocket launchers to Ukraine. That's one thing. The Ukrainians have upgraded the army at least to a point where they can leave the Russians with a bleeding nose. So, but they will fail. They will lose for sure. Russia is a behemoth when we talk about the military.
Exactly. So again, I don't see any real pushback. I don't really see any countering if they decide to go in and take various other parts of Ukraine. I just don't see that much. The Ukrainians can't fight them on a sort of open warfare level. They have to fight them basis. Yeah, they have to fight them in a guerrilla fashion, just like the Taliban with America. So then they can't fight them, in an open war. It's just not going to work out that way.
And I mean, the thing is, Ukraine.
Unfortunately,
I mean, Ukraine have been vying for to be a member of the EU or possibly be a member of NATO. And the thing is, the
Impossible.
question,
Will not happen.
yeah, but the question is, if the Russians did, invade Ukraine proper, how is NATO and the European Union gonna react to that? What is the game plan for that scenario?
Well, the reaction probably will be weak to that. I'm sure that the European Union will react just like they did when the Russians have to Crimea. More sanctions, that's it. And NATO probably will send troops, maybe to more additional troops on the borders of the Baltic states and Poland.
Poland,
that's for sure.
Lithuania.
One more thing. Another thing, probably the Russians will not take the entire Ukraine because the occupation of that country will cost them quite a deal. Ukraine is not a little country.
No.
Also, half of Ukraine probably will be taken. They have this natural border. The Ukraine is the one only border, the Dnieper River. If you would see that, it's a huge river with many lakes that the water is streaming from there, and this will be the only natural defense that will give Russians a hard time to go further there. But also, Russian economy is also nothing of a wonder. Of course, it's a large economy, it's a big one, but you can basically compare it to. I mean, it's smaller than UK's. Maybe a little bit bigger than Italy's, and occupation of Ukraine will be very hard. Ukraine also has a large population, and trust me, you don't want to piss off a Ukrainian. We know that too. We Poles know that. We have history with them too. I mean, too bad that we don't have Pavlov here, but let me tell you something, Banksy. Go and see about the Volhynia massacre of Poles by Ukrainians in 1933.
Oh wow!
And Ukrainians basically, I'm sure, may do such a thing to the Russians too, like they did back to us.
Yeah. Oh, you mean the Ukrainians might actually attack Poland for this?
No, you misunderstood. What did during the war? There was no Ukraine. There was only the Ukrainian Soviet Socialist Republic. But many Ukrainians live on the eastern part of things that once was Polish land. We have a different border before the war.
Okay.
Ukrainians in the West are very nationalistic, like insanely nationalistic, and let me tell you, those people were for a very long time under Russian governance, domination. So they have taken on many Russian national character traits, and it will be a brutal war for sure. I mean, probably there will be more losses on the Ukrainian side, but you don't. Ukrainians are no pushovers, and you don't fuck around with them.
No, exactly.
I wouldn't want.
They're not just going to allow the Russians to walk in. There's going to be a fight, no doubt. There will be a fight, and it will be bloody, and it will be brutal. They won't just give in.
Yes,
I'm with you. And that's the problem. I mean, because then you're going to have a propaganda campaign. You're going to be like, the Ukrainians will be obviously turning to the West and to Europe and NATO to say, look, help us. Stop these Russian invaders from coming in and taking our national territory and our sovereignty. And I mean, what would the Russians do if they did? I mean, are they going to, is Putin trying to reform the former
Soviet
USSR,
Union?
The Soviet Union into what it was back in the day before the fall?
Some people are saying that he's got those sort of aspirations, because I think the Russian people kind of want that as well.
Putin once said that. Putin once said that somebody that doesn't miss the USSR at all doesn't have any heart, but somebody that thinks that it can return doesn't have any brain. So he knows that he cannot rebuild it, like in the borders that before 1991. But as much as he can, he would like to gather and steal. I mean, land grab from all those countries. But also, he probably go on the ethnic lines. There are lots of Russians living in the east of Ukraine, because in the times of the Soviet Union, Russians were actually even forced to settle in those regions by the Soviet government there, to make sure the Russification will be easier. Because according to the official Soviet propaganda, it was a land that respected all cultures, nationalities, traditions, etc., etc. But the process of Russification that was going on in the time of this Tsardom didn't stop. It only changed its form. Russians basically were there, like like the left in the States and the West said that people have the white privilege. There was a Russian privilege, but like for real, the Russians were the dominant ethnic group and the ruling the ethnic group. And how do I know it? Because almost no Russian living outside of Russia, but living in those former Soviet republics, know the language, the local language. Most of them don't. No Kazakh, no Ukrainian, no, and they refuse to even learn it. I mean, in Lithuania, Estonia, Latvia, Russians basically are butthurt, especially in Estonia, that the times when they were the privileged class in that country are gone, and they and they have slipped to being second-class citizens. I mean, no, but what they want is privileged treatment.
Hey, hello.
Hi, Flexito.
Hello, guys.
Yeah, this is our
that's,
actor friend from. Well, he's in the United States.
Banksy. He wants to rebuild the glory of the Russian Empire when the Russians were ruling those lands, basically.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Flex? How's it going, dude? How's life in the acting world?
Hello, Banksy. I'm very well, thank you. Hello, everyone else who's involved. Well, I just did a load of scenes for Dixie, and we've broke for the winter. It's going to be a bit cold here soon. So, I can get fat again over the winter, and then we're going to kick back off in spring.
Nice. So, did you finish? Have you finished that other movie, that sci-fi something that you were on the last time we spoke?
No.
You still involved with that?
That's Dixie. That's the one I'm speaking about.
Oh, that is still going. Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. That's going to be shooting for another 6 months to a year. But also, there's a horror project that I might have mentioned that I worked on it a year ago, nearly, and that's still not finished as well. And that's going to take at least another year in post.
Bloody hell. These things sometimes take a lot. I mean, it's amazing how some of these like bigger like studios like Marvel and Disney and stuff, they turn around some of these movies in like a year or 6 months.
Well, it's not really surprising, like seeing as they've got teams of Chinamen that can work on that, and like we're like low budget, so we're like 3 dudes and
wow. I suppose it does take a lot longer.
The good news is Angel of Death is the horror one that I did, or still doing, I suppose. I've got another scene to do. That fingers crossed will be on Netflix.
Oh, nice. Oh, that would be awesome. That would be really good. And you got a fairly big part in that, though, because you've been involved with them quite a bit. So it's not
I would say that I'm probably the main villain in that one. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Or God is. God is the villain in it. It's like an Old Testament like deity that's testing and punishing a congregation, and my character is the preacher who is like receiving the divine revelation to kill people and sacrifice them to zombies. You'd love it, mate.
Oh, nice. So you're like the hand of God on Earth kind of thing. You're enacting His will.
The character I played in it is like an Old Testament kind of prophet.
Yeah. All right. Nice. That should be really good, actually.
It's funny.
The one that I'm on. Sorry, man. The one I'm on right now, though, is much more up my alley. It's Cyborg. So I'm playing a guy who's got arms and legs amputated.
All right. Also, that's going to be like heavy special effects then. You're going to have
lots of posts. That's why it takes so long in post production.
Yeah. That would. Did you have to do a lot of like wear green like leggings on your arms and legs and stuff we've done bits. We've still got lots more to do on that. And we've just bought a whole load of motion capture suit stuff. Oh, so we're trying to go at it from another angle now. Nice. But yeah, still plenty more to do.
I mean, we really only scratched the surface on Dixie. But Angel of Death, as I was saying, probably out 2022.
Oh, that's awesome. That is, I actually can't wait for that now. Although I don't have a Netflix subscription.
I mean,
It's funny that you talk about pre and post production.
well,
Because,
anyway,
especially
frankly,
when you've got like a
Sorry, guys,
you,
one at a time,
nothing
one at a
shocking to
time.
me, I'm sorry, but it's like a history lesson for me when I was in primary school. I mean, amputations, bloody murder.
Holy shit! No, but this is all special effects, MC. Don't get too.
Yeah, the thing is, I was watching like a YouTube
Anyway,
documentary.
Oh, sorry. Hold on, MC. Just hold that for 1 minute. Hopsky, finish what your
anyways,
thoughts.
speaking of blood and gore, I want to ask you something. Did you have such scenes, or did you have gone on a school trips to such scenes that I want to post here? Just a moment from one movie. When I was 14.
Damn. All right, no worries. Post that. Okay, Hopsky. Oh, Flexi just dropped off,
No,
and
it's,
he's back. Yeah,
it's,
go on, Hopsky.
I was watching like a YouTube documentary about
Yeah, gentlemen.
pre-production prior to post, and when you've got like a Marvel budget, I remember watching this YouTube, and it's like Endgame was like 5 years in pre-production.
Really?
5
Oh,
years in
wow.
pre-production where they was actually doing the CGI scenes.
You mean
on-
post-production?
Anyway,
No, pre-production.
Pre-production before they even started shooting.
Yes, before they even started
Bloody
shooting, they was creating the CGI scenes up to 4 years before post-production.
Damn.
And that's
Damn.
what kind of budget they've got. When they've got that bottomless pit of cash,
Yeah, man.
and the end result was, very good. But most of in Endgame especially, most of like the end fight scene was produced five years prior to actually release.
Oh, damn. MC, I can't play this on YouTube. You must be fucking kidding me, man. What the fuck? Like, within the first 3 seconds, there's a man impaled. He's still alive. Fucking hell, dude, I can't play this shit anymore on YouTube. They kick my ass.
Okay, but Banksy, let me tell you something. Banksy, would you believe? Okay, Banksy, would you believe me? Okay, Banksy, but would you believe me that those kind of movies, those were this is a movie based on a historical novel. I will be not telling you which one, but we have to go for that movie on a school trip to the cinemas. We
Are
had it
you
when
kidding
we
me?
were in
They
the
let
primary school when
children
I was
watch this.
14. Imagine that, because we have to learn history also
That is insane.
in this way.
That is insane. Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
And we
they,
see
they
numerous
let,
of such
they
movies
let children
as
watch
kids,
that
as
film.
Teenagers.
That is
No,
insane.
this is history. This is our history.
Yeah, but it's a little bit much, dude. The guy was impaled and he was still alive.
Yes. From
Literally
this movie was
impaled on
called
a
With
giant
Blade and
stake.
Sword. It's it is based on a historical novel of war.
Bloody. Okay, I will allow
Yes.
others who wish to go see it for themselves go see
absolutely.
it, but I can't play this on the stream. dude.
Yes,
It's
that
gonna
was
kick my ass.
Ukrainian rebel that tried to fight the Polish Commonwealth, and he was punished by the Polish nobility.
Shit, that is insane.
I know, but imagine now allowing British children to go to such history lessons, watching those kind of movies.
Yeah, I don't even want to see
I know,
this kind
but
of shit.
because Britain
I'm a
thankfully
grown
doesn't
man.
have that kind of a brutal and violent history like we do.
Yeah, admittedly, the Eastern European history is fucked up, man.
Yes.
There's just too many
I mean,
impaling.
that's why when this guy is telling me about the blood and gore, I mean, this guy in the stream, what was his name? He probably gone.
Trixie. Oh man, I forgot his
Flex.
name.
Oh, Trixie.
Flexi. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Basically, we had movies like that, and next generation have watched another movie about another massacre called the Volhynia massacre that I told you about, made by the Ukrainians during the war.
Bloody
and
hell.
this thing you for sure will not play on YouTube. But yes, teenagers have to watch those movies. Are going on a school trips to watch, for history lessons.
Yeah, that's messed up, man. That's just messed. That's fucked up.
I know that.
Whoa, no. Ah, shit. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I clicked the wrong goddamn button. Threw myself out of the... Okay, hold on. I gotta get back in. I threw myself out of my own stream. Am I back?
On this on Discord.
Sorry, guys. I accidentally clicked myself out of my own fucking stream.
Oh no, I had to allow you back in.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Whoops.
Oh, now I've got power.
Yeah, because of course, yeah. With this thing, it actually shifts. If you because I jumped out and jumped back in, I think you are now the host.
Oh, thank you. Oh.
Hold on. No.
Okay.
No. It's come back. Actually, yeah. Okay. It's okay. So
I'm sorry about jumping in and out like this. Internet connection's a bit funky here, boys.
Yeah, mine is. My internet connection is fine. I'm just an idiot.
Flexito,
I clicked on the wrong.
Did you watch this thing that I have linked?
I'm sorry, I haven't. I'm doing two things at once. But before it comes out, can I ask you, Banksy, mate?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of West Virginia? I just got back from West Virginia. I had an experience yesterday. I've never been to West Virginia, even though we border it. But, mates, I just went back in time. I didn't realise how mountainous it gets down there.
Yeah.
But, like, once we got up into the mountains of West Virginia, I wasn't in this year anymore. I went back, at least it was probably 1950 there tops, but probably earlier.
Bloody hell.
But like seriously, there's some parts that are near here that are
not developed.
Third world, you know.
Wow. It's
a different place, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, to be honest, the only thing I know about West Virginia is that song, "Country Road, Take Me Home."
Country Road.
There you go.
West Virginia.
I'll tell you what. I didn't realise how high it was up there, and my mate's car burnt out and fucking motor caught on fire, like climbing this mountain.
Shit.
It was and we had to get his lady to come and rescue us. It was quite an adventure, really, and it started like snowing and raining when we got to the top of the mountain. And some of the people around there turned out to be lovely. You know, that's the one thing is, you know, the poor kind of attitude that a lot of people have towards Americans. Like some of these people can look quite scary, but generally most of them are lovely sweethearts, and these fellas helped us out. But
nice.
it was it was so Americana and scenic. I can't really put into words right now. I mean, I haven't slept for a couple of days, but it was definitely scary. You know what I mean? It was a horror scene, but it's an incredible place, man. I suppose as an actor, I should be better at speaking, but you know what I mean. I'll get there one day, man. I'll get there.
It's all right. You just have to read the lines. You don't have to, improvise too much. just read the lines. You'll be all right.
A lot of it is, though. I mean, to be honest, is like the first take will be as close to the script as you can remember. Take two is all right. Now play with it. Take three is like, all right, let's see where we go with it.
Really?
And generally, you get that like three goes on each
Wow.
line.
I didn't realize there was so much improvisation involved in acting. I thought there was a lot of it was like tightly scripted, very closely.
It depends who you're working with. I mean, this is just the way that we were figuring it out on these last takes here.
Oh, I see.
You know, like when I was first working, it was with in the Indian productions, we were shooting on film. So film every second is valuable.
Yes.
So that was a whole different type of working.
Oh, okay. So is this all digital now? So you guys are not, film. It's not actual film.
When it comes to the green screen and whatnot, yeah, everything's digital. When it's
No. I mean, when it's recording, when you're actually shooting scenes, is it on digital cameras or is it actually film?
What we're doing now is all digital. But the first work I ever did, like 20 years ago, was all on film. And I worked in India a lot mostly, and they still like to do it the old way. Even the big features now are predominantly shot on film.
Yeah,
Wow.
Panavision.
Damn. I suppose, I don't know. I mean, but nowadays the thing is, film, does it still carry the high level quality of like HD and 4K and stuff like that? Can they actually still?
Like a lot of people will argue for different kind of things. I'm an old motherfucker and I love the crackle on vinyl. You know what I mean? But on the other hand, I think that a lot of it is just nostalgia and just really kind of like, the unions have been doing it this way forever, so that's how we're doing it.
Yeah.
Especially in India, right, there was a lot of stuff going on there where even the playback, the music, there had to be a guy there playing back on tape because of the unions. And I was like, I'll do the playback on my phone. I don't need that dude there, because we can't speak the same language, But sometimes it's different with every person you work in. It's never the same.
Hopsky, I wanted to ask you, if you right click over the three little dots on the top right hand corner, can you actually kick people off the panel?
Yeah, I've got total control.
Okay, because I'm just thinking to myself, this is actually quite interesting.
More actions. Well, I can invite, perform.
It's just that this is actually quite interesting, because if I wanted to step away and just say, okay, dude, just take care of if anyone jumps in.
If I jump out?
No, I don't mind that because I've actually got control myself as well. I can kick people and I can invite and add people, so I've still got those abilities. It's just that with the other, like StreamYard, only the host has those abilities. No one else can put people on.
So if you jump out as the host, then
you can still
the next person in the list gets the privileges to select background, share audio, blah 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 blah.
Well, no, I think it does shift, but generally the hosts, when they come back on, they can still carry on doing the things they were able to do before. It's just that like the problem is, if I jump off, then my stream, because my stream is streaming through OBS, it will just be blank. No one will see anything on the actual stream. But the interesting thing I just wanted to find out was that if I do run a stream through this and I just want to step away for a few minutes, someone else could still, a trusted person could still maintain the stream or the panel, because it still lets you do it. So it's just experimenting, because a lot of these other guys, like on StreamYard and stuff, they've got a lot of problems, and I was just thinking if
can you now see my laptop going up and down?
I can see a camera. Yeah, I can see something. Oh,
can you see?
Flexy's off. Yeah. See the fingers. Yeah, I see your board. The side, the trackpad. It's all good. Okay, let's. I don't know, guys. What other subjects were you guys interested in? You wanted to talk about or come up with? Because I think we've kind of ran the Belarus thing dry. We need something else. What's in everybody's mind apart from the new? Actually, I posted a meme on Twitter recently. The next variant of the vid. It's going to be called. It's going to be Unicron.
Unicron B7194-72659.
Well, yeah, but Unicorn, you know where that's from, right? It's that giant planet-eating transformer.
Just a moment.
So yeah, that's the next variant of COVID, I think. Just a giant robot smashing into the earth. There's no more disease.
That's.
No, but the thing is, there's so many different variants.
That is C.
All
that
over
is
the
the variant
world.
C volume 1000.
I mean, we need the Thai variant.
The Thai variant.
Yeah, hello, sir. you like COVID?
Extra.
I've got something for you.
Yes, that's the Thai variant has a happy ending. Always.
The ladyboy variant.
Oh shit! You will get an injection.
You want booster?
Yeah.
Hello, sir. Welcome to your booster.
But yeah,
Anyway, probably YouTube will going to remove me for saying insensitive stuff. But let's call it another variant, because it came from China. Bow wow meow, like they would probably call their buffets.
yeah.
What they are eating there.
I think they'll soon have a what was it? The Winnie the Pooh variant. Because we can't call it Xi Jinping, so we just have to refer to it as Winnie the Pooh.
Let's face it, they have taken a poo on the entire world. So yes, Winnie the Pooh. Winnie have taken a poo on the entire world.
The thing is, a lot of people are saying that this particular Omicron, whatever, is not even that bad. Most people who get it barely even get a symptom, so it's actually mild and it's not really all that. I've got certain friends on platforms, and they've posted a bunch of stuff to me about the fact that this new one is only infecting vaccinated people. The majority is I got this message. It's like, what they're not telling you is that all the people, or majority of the people that are being affected by the Omicron are vaccinated, and it's actually not affecting the unvaccinated as badly. And I'm like, I don't know, I don't care. I just want to go to Tenerife for a week. How fucking difficult is that?
No, Banksy. Well, Banksy, then I hope that inflation will not eat out your money that you have spent and actually govern through the years, because I know that it have eaten out mine, and unfortunately it will not stop, and that is until the middle of the next year.
Yeah.
Thank you, lockdowns, and thank you, President Pedo Dementia.
Well, the thing is, listen, if you think that tourism levels across the whole globe are going to be the same as pre-COVID, you're looking at years. You're looking at years. I reckon, and I could be wrong here, but I reckon at least a decade.
At least
before tourism levels reach the same levels they were at pre-COVID. I reckon a decade.
Not only just that, same with all the economies. I mean, if you actually think back to the 2008 crash, it took about 10 years for it to actually start to recover. It was,
yeah, but that was on a financial banking, investment, stocks and shares scenario. This situation is completely different, because now if you want to go to any other country, right, are you double jabbed? No, you're not coming in. Have you got no. Some countries, unless you can prove you've been fully vaccinated with your 17th fucking booster jab, you're not coming in.
Yeah, you're not on the list, you're not coming in.
No, exactly.
I totally get that.
Yes, the problem, unfortunately, is that probably those number of those jobs will not end. They want to see us how much we're going to take and comply with those so-called requirements. I mean, how many jobs? Isn't it not a way, in some way, to drag us all and make us addicted to it, that we can buy it ourselves later? Because it's really sound like that to me.
Yeah.
That we can buy.
Well, the tests. Yeah, the CPR tests that you're forced to take if you're flying in and out of the country. I was looking at the British government's website for the regulations and rules and whatever since the Omicron came in. I thought I'd have a look at that. You can't go to the NHS to get yourself tested. It has to be a private organization, And so effectively what they're saying is that the government forces you to do something that you have to go to a private company in order to get it done. So that's like effectively it's a racket. This is mafioso kind of tactics. They'll tell you have to go to this place.
True.
And that place is the only place that the government gives effectively permissions to carry out certain tests. They're not going to just let any Joe do it. So they're just going to freaking have their friends and families make a fortune out of these fucking tests.
Okay,
Well, the thing is, I mean,
Banksy, let me tell you. Just a moment.
Yeah,
just
okay,
a moment.
okay, go,
I have to tell you the bad news now. I have to tell you the bad news. Banksy, unfortunately, your NHS have reached the levels, or at least have been downsized or fall to the levels of the Polish NHS. In that place, we are also sent to the private doctors from that place to get that. Maybe not a test, but anything else. You know, because those doctors working in this Polish national healthcare system are sending us to their own private offices just to make sure they'll get things done better there. You know, I know it's a joke, but that's how the entire post-communist healthcare system looks like. And yes, your NHS basically have reached that level.
Okay, let me tell you about the status of the National Health Service in this country. If you're riding down the road on your motorcycle and you have an accident, yes, an ambulance is going to pick you up and take you to the hospital because it's an emergency. But if you have a condition that needs to be recognized by your local GP and then you're referred to the NHS, join the queue, motherfucker. Join the queue. Now the state of the NHS in this country is you're going to wait. You got prostate cancer? Fuck you, wait. Yeah? You can't afford private medical care? Fuck you, die. You can afford private medical care? No problem. Right? And this is the fucking thing, because my hernia operation was cancelled because of COVID, and I had no other option but to go private.
Yeah.
Yeah? They put me on a 2-year waiting list for my hernia operation.
Holy shit.
But when I went to the fucking private medical healthcare and I said, here's some money, I was treated within 2 weeks. I had my hernia operation in a private hospital. I was in and out, job done. So unless you've got money...
But that's how it is everywhere, dude.
Fucked.
That's how it is everywhere. That was the whole point of this sort of British NHS and other sort of Western European sort of systems, was that you didn't have to be rich in order to get treated. Of course, if you go to Iran and you've got money, you're still going to be treated 1,000 times better than someone who doesn't. Everywhere is like that. It's not like they're giving us some new secret revelation.
Yeah, but the thing is, Banksy, as a fucking taxpayer, we pay into a system and we pay for the fucking NHS.
Exactly, that's the thing.
That when we are ill, we can rely on the system that we pay into to provide us with the healthcare that we need.
Yeah, it's free at the point of use, but it's there is no use. You can't fucking use it because you have a 2-year waiting list for the smallest shit. So that's the problem. It's broken.
I paid £3,500 for my operation out of my own pocket.
Yeah,
I had to pay for that shit.
Yeah. But didn't you? Couldn't you take out like some sort of medical insurance?
No, but that is an afterthought, because now, seeing as the NHS is in such a fucking state of disarray, I've got no other option now. I pay for monthly fucking medical insurance. So if something does happen, if like God forbid I get a bad knee, or I get colon cancer or fucking a brain tumor, I know
you can get treated.
Will be treated immediately.
That makes. I've been lucky for the last nearly 10 years. I've always worked for a company that offered private medical services, private medical insurance. So I've actually been very, very lucky that way. Base Welshman coming in. Hold on, guys. Sorry, I have to just let old. I just have to switch over my screens here. just to let bass on in case it's not bass and it's someone pretending to be bass.
No, go on, I've allowed him. Go on, that's it.
Oh, you did? Ah, good man. A big up bass. What's up,
Good
dude?
evening. Good evening, Welshman. How you doing?
How you doing, chaps? All right?
All good, all good, all good.
Good evening,
All
bass.
the better for seeing you. How's life, dude? It's been a while.
Yeah.
Anyway, since we have actually described that your NHS have reached the shitty levels of my own, now you know. Sorry.
Keep going, keep going. Where is it? Now we know. Oh, he has to go somewhere. Okay. Go ahead, Based. What's up, dude? How's life? How's the dog? How's things?
Not bad, mate. Not bad. You know.
How is life in the passport, vaccine passport world of
Wales.
Wales? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I do a live stream once every 2 weeks from Cardiff, the nightclubs. And if there's no rugby or football international on, it's pretty fucking dead.
Yeah. No one's going out.
No.
I saw you recording a bunch of young people at a nightclub. I thought that looked pretty busy. There was a big queue. That was the first. I think it was the first week of the lockdowns.
So that's it. It's calmed down a lot now, and like the first weekend without, like I said, international, whether it was rugby or football. I know how busy it has been in the past, and it's fucking. It's you know, the queue is obviously the vaccine passports in the first place is making it look busy in a way, but you got to remember this is the capital of the country and the best clubs in the country. Do you know what I mean?
I'm with you. Yeah. I mean, I say it looked like things were buzzing, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure how things progressed because you're like in the 7th week now. This was like week 1. Which was pretty good, but to be honest with you, I haven't even attempted to go to a club in since the COVID started. Sorry, MC, if you do come back, I muted you because you were making a lot of background noise. You have to unmute yourself. I can't actually unmute you, so if you are about and you want to talk, you have to unmute. But yeah, have you actually been to a nightclub since 2020?
No.
I haven't been to an actual nightclub. I mean, I've been to restaurants which had live music and dancing. I've been to plenty of pubs, but no. Hey, MC, you're back. Yeah, sorry, dude. You were making a lot of background noise, so I had to mute you because it was just like a lot of noise. But yeah, as I was saying, I want to go. I want to actually go to like a proper club. But
well, you have to get a vaccine card for that, don't you?
Well, no, I am vaccinated. I already did that, but I don't want to carry this stupid. I don't want to download this app and have some sort of bullshit passport. I don't want to do that. I really am trying to avoid that because that shit is just a straight up malware, spyware, fucking tracking system. That's all it is. That's all I see it as. And
so
I ain't doing that shit.
They updated it about 4 months ago. I done a tweet about it and it went pretty viral. And the woman from Talk Radio, not Bradley Brewer, what's her name?
Hardly Brewer, something Hardly Brewer, yeah. That woman.
She brought out all the terms and conditions, and this is what was in the terms and conditions. Criminal records, so they had access to your criminal records.
Criminal records? What the fuck does your criminal record have to do with your...
You can play it now, it's nuts. Loads of crazy shit. Like one of the funniest ones was mental health, right? But the funniest one was accused crimes, not crimes convicted.
Yeah, because the police have this thing now, don't they? When someone complains about your bad tweet, or if you tweeted something about transgender people, they come round and then you put on a non-crime, or is it non-crime hate
a non-crime
list?
Yeah. It goes on the list regardless, and like you said, it's a non-crime.
Yeah, and that's where that guy challenged it. Yeah, there was this guy who challenged that because he's like, "What the hell? Why am I on a list if it's not a crime?" it's like I'm sorry, you're on a list of people who walk.
But this has been going on. This has been going on for a long time. This non-crime shit.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sure you've had it used against you.
I know. I mean, I've never had a police knock on my door, but I don't know. I don't know what list I'm on. I'm sure I must be on some list somewhere.
You know, you can get that list, too, Max.
Oh, you can actually get it.
Yeah, you can get it for yourself. Yeah, on yourself.
Oh, interesting. You have to apply, I presume, and pay some cash.
Yeah. It's either freedom of information or something similar. Yeah, and yeah, you can get it on yourself, so you can get the intelligence on yourself.
Damn.
And what information they've got on you, basically. In fact, my mate done it, Active Patriot.
Oh yeah, he actually got that. He applied for it, and what did he say? Was he on a bunch of lists for non-crime events?
It wasn't just his criminal record. No, he got the whole thing, and he read it out on a live stream.
All right. Well, no, I mean, I've done enhanced criminal background checks because of my certain jobs that I've done. In fact, last year I had to do one, but it just says, empty. It's just clean. It doesn't really give me any details of any non-crime things that any lists or anything like that. It didn't tell me anything about anything. It just simply said nothing. Basically, you're good to go.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they would include those sort of things on your criminal background check. I don't know.
I'll see if I can get it up now.
But yeah, it's messed up, man. It's fucked up in this country. Things are just freaking spiraling downhill. I mean, don't get me wrong, we're not as bad as Austria at the moment, or Australia for that matter. We're still slightly better than some of them. But I think, yeah, you're right. I think it's a slippery slope, and it's simply a matter of time. They're just looking for the next fear factor, and in order to be able to do that. And I said it in 2020. You know those emergency COVID powers that the government gave itself in 2020, and it's supposed to be reviewed, I think, every year or every 6 months or whatever. Those powers are never going to be retracted. I will promise you today, 10 years from now, those same fucking powers will be there. They may not make them permanent. They may just renew them every year, but they will renew them every year. I can promise you. The government never gives back power. You have to take it from them. The people has to take it from them.
Are you downloading this video onto YouTube, or are you just deleting it?
Which one? The stream?
Yeah.
Well, at the moment we haven't done anything, so as long as I think we can still leave it on YouTube. I presume.
Okay. I'll keep on going. I just had all the companies, Pfizer, GlaxoSmithKline, and A to Z, their £8.9 billion fine.
They've been fined
for their opioid. Yeah, 8.9 billion.
Oh damn! Wait, for previous things, not this one.
Yeah, it wasn't for the V word. It was for the opium scandal that they were prescribing in prescriptions in America. But of course, it's funny because it shows like CNN and MSPC and all them lot. It shows them lot actually cursing out Big Pharma. But you wouldn't get that these days because they're sponsored by
Pharma. It's literally Pfizer. Pfizer is literally the on all the ads.
It's literally CNN, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, you couldn't write this stupid shit anymore.
Anderson Cooper, sponsored by Pfizer. And they go, these conspiracy theorists. Don't you actually see the conflict of interest? Clearly, it's telling you that.
I mean, the whole thing, the clown show or the clown world. Because the other day, it was a few days ago. I don't know if you know this Iranian lad who does a Mehri something or other. I forgot his channel's full name, but he's he's one of the sort of guys. He's been on talk radio. He covered the protests last year in central London in Trafalgar Square, all of that sort of stuff. He's kind of a right-wingish, right-leaning kind of individual. Anyway, he posted a tweet which was all the clips of Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, and all the various different sort of Democrats talking about how they won't take the vaccine.
Trump's vaccine.
Yeah,
Trump's vaccine. Don't forget, it was licensed under Trump anyway.
Exactly.
So it is still Trump's vaccine.
Yeah. So yeah, they were all like, no, we won't do it. No, not under this. Actually, there it is. Mehra Tosi. I'll post the tweet for you, the link to the tweet. But yeah, man, it was insane.
Banksy, I have an advice for all of us. Since we have still the celebration of Hanukkah, the few days more, the Jewish holiday. I would like us all to adopt the Jewish approach to that. Never forgive, never forget.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Definitely never forget. But yeah, this is what I mean. This is like, it's unbelievable. These same people who literally not even 12 months ago, it hasn't even been a year, they were talking about no, we're not taking this, we're not doing this. It's just like, if you don't get how much politicians lie, then I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else. I mean, if it's in your face and you still don't get it, then what else can you tell people? How else can you convince people that this is a crock of shit? These people are lying bastards.
Robin Williams had the best one. He said they should be like Formula One drivers. They should have the labels of the companies they're working with, so we understand who owns them. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, this is exactly what Robin Williams said as well in one of his stand-ups. He says we should have all the politicians have the stickers like Formula, like you just said, exactly, Formula One drivers.
I was quoting him.
Oh, I see. Sorry. I wasn't. I was halfway in the middle of trying to write some text in the chat as well, and also listening to you guys. That's what I mean. People. The thing is, people realize these things. People can see these people and the politicians for what they are, and yet we go through that same bullshit cycle every 4 or 5 years. That we vote for the same idiots, for the same people. I think it's because, at least in Britain and certainly in America, we don't have better choices. Because in Britain right now we have other parties that are trying to come through. Got the what are they called? The Respect or Relent or whatever. There was another. It's like the sort of party that emerged out of the Brexit party, the Reform, I think. Yeah, Reform Party. So we've got the Reform. We've got For Britain. We've got a bunch of other ones that are coming out, and of course, I mean, the UKIPs and stuff are still around. But I think people like the Reform, these guys are all coming through. We just need to now start acknowledging them, start acknowledging their what's it called? Their viability to actually be elected. Their electability. If people don't elect them, or if they don't at least give an impression that they are electable, then the standard parties will never change. You see, what's traditionally has happened in Britain is a fringe party comes out, just like the UKIP party did. Then they put so much pressure, or they take away so much vote from somewhere like the Conservatives, or if it's another one on the left from Labour. And then those parties change their policies to be in line with the fringe party. So then someone who's conservative goes, well, what's the point of voting for reform? The Conservatives are now proposing the same policies. And that's the trap that they get you in. And this is something, I think, the cycle that we have to break, is that if you are going to vote for Reform Party or some other lefty party that is outside of, the Green Party or whatever it is, and if Labour suddenly adopts the Green Party's policies, you don't vote for Labour. you carry on voting for your Green Party. If the Conservatives adopt the Reform Party's policies, you don't vote for Conservatives. Carry on voting for that party and bring that party into Westminster. Because
I'm never voting for the big three again. That's it. That's me done.
Yeah, but what I mean is people, the trick they play on the average. Okay, you are. I would put you outside of the norm. You are not the average voter. Unfortunately, there's a million average voters out there who will just look at the surface level policies and go, oh, the Conservatives. Oh, well, I mean, I would really like the stuff that the Reform is suggesting. Oh, the Conservatives just flipped and did a 360 and have adopted like 80% of the Reform Party's policies. I'll just vote for them because there's a good chance they'll win, whilst Reform is not going to get a chance. So I'll carry on voting for Conservatives because the Conservatives are voting. They've got the same policies. But that's the trap. You shouldn't do that. You should break the cycle and completely break the wheel, effectively, and vote for the Reform Party regardless of, even if the Conservatives 100% adopt their policies. You still vote for that outsider party because you want that outsider party and its members to come into Westminster, that you want them to be in the House of Commons. And that's what we have to, like, the message you have to tell people is carry on voting. Even, I know you think that the Conservatives have adopted the policies, but they're lying bastards. They're gonna do a 360 on that shit the minute they get elected. So don't give your vote to these people. Carry on voting for the party that originally proposed those ideas and bring them into Westminster and get them to check the Conservatives.
Don't forget, we gave the Conservatives an 80-seat majority, and we didn't give them an 80-seat majority to do the fucking same thing they've done and Labour have done before, which is fucking sat on their asses, do fuck all, let us get invaded, don't change the laws so we get caught out, and just carry on like they've always done before. I mean, the Conservative Party on immigration is clearly not a Conservative Party, only in name.
Exactly, and that's how it's been for decades. Really, it's just this far from new.
Well,
Oh, sorry, go on then.
What can I say? I mean, they are. I have to say it. I mean, your country is so infected with leftism that actually the Conservative Party is not much conservative.
Oh yeah,
the Conservative Party would be considered Democrats in the United States. That's where they are right now. That's how fucked up it is.
Maybe Democrats from 15, 20 years ago, I would suggest. These days, the Democrats are like communists.
Well, the Democrats are going the Labour way. That's the thing. In America, that they are going the way of Labour, but actually, the conservatives of this country, which should be much more closer to the Republicans in America, are actually closer to the Democrats in America than they are towards the Republicans.
Banksy, I've just put something in the side chat. It's that video of Julie Bradley going through the terms and conditions of the update. It's honestly shocking.
Is this on Twitter?
Yeah, I've just put it in the back.
Let me grab it and try to. Can I actually show this on this?
Banksy, there's one thing in the United States. In the United States, the left might be revived if one case will be overturned by the federal court. It's a case about the legalization of abortion. In other words, at least half of the states in the United States may make abortion illegal. So they may get at least one campaign point.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't really. The abortion thing isn't a major sticking point for me. I still believe women should have the choice of just simply have the medical procedure and not have to go to some backyard doctor or some shit.
They should have the choice, but frankly, nobody should be forced to pay for their abortions. I mean, let her government suck the money for.
True. If I have to go and pay for my PCR fucking test privately, then let women go and pay for their abortions privately. I don't see that as also, being necessarily a medical procedure that the taxpayer has to follow.
They should be educated on every single thing that can happen as a side effect of an abortion.
Do you think people should have a choice whether to get vaccinated?
100%, of course.
Okay,
That-
because it's a trap there with
Yes.
abortions.
Yeah, no, I don't think anyone. I think free societies should allow your people to trust the people to make good decisions. That's the whole
Well,
point of free societies.
Especially when the leaky vaccines are pretty fucking leaky and not very protected. You know?
Well, yeah. Okay, let me Wanksy the greatest. Okay, guys, I'm gonna play this little clip on Twitter. Can you guys see my screen? Are you all good?
Small, but we can see it. So as long as the volume's on, we're good.
Yeah. I'm gonna. I mean, the thing is, I can make.
That's it.
Yeah,
better.
can you see it? Yeah, the
Yeah.
focus. Okay, there we go. Okay, in that case, then I'll just play this quickly before we let the next panelist on.
Yeah, just update automatically. It's updated
Wanks is back.
to add a lot
Wow,
of other things.
Wanks is back.
Special category data has been added. So information relating to the individual's physical or mental health condition, not just related to vaccinations. Information relating to the family. This is what's written on the app. I'm not making this stuff up. Information relating to the family of the individual and the individual's lifestyle and social circumstances is on the app. Information which relates to the ethnic origin of the individual. Information relating to the genetic biometric details where processed to uniquely identify an individual, and criminal convictions or alleged criminal behaviour. What the hell has any of that got to do with proving whether you've had 2 jabs or not? Yeah, just update automatically.
Yes. Okay, we have the legend, the man, the myth himself. Is this the real Wanksy?
Yeah, it's me, man.
Oh my god! It's been so long. How are you, man?
Yeah, I'm okay, man. Regarding all the crazy circumstances we are going through. So, yeah, I'm not complaining, man. There's no point in it anyway. I just still have a laugh and enjoy myself and at my own silly jokes. Keep smiling, man, as much as I can. Keep the energy high, man. and
Yeah,
positive. That's
I
all
know.
we can do, man.
I know you were with Manny for you went on Manny's show a few times. So I take it you are not
Yeah.
a fan of the whole vaccination business.
No, I'm not, man. Guessed very correctly. And I mean, I've been looking into conspiracy theories since '97. So I knew all this was coming, from way back.
Wow.
I immediately knew 2 years ago when this started. I already knew. I already told somebody there were going to be mandatory vaccinations, and she told me no. In Holland, the law is that you have a right to your body, and it cannot be done. And this, yeah, I couldn't convince anybody because it was too early, and they had no clue about the research.
Wanksy,
Yeah.
say jabs. Both of you are saying V. Say jabs.
The V. Okay, jabs. Yeah, but we'll use the term
Jabs.
jabs for the
Jabs.
for the other
Oh,
for
yeah,
the
yeah.
V word.
Yeah,
So yeah.
we
So
can call
you
it,
mean in
something else? We can create any code we want. Man.
Sheep dip, jibby
We
jab.
can
Sheep
call it
dip.
jizz, Jizz.
the jizz?
Like jizz Master Zero,
You said you're now trying to be good, and you come straight with the jizz.
What's wrong about jizz?
There's nothing wrong with
It's
jizz.
the most, for most women, it's the most delicious thing they can ever get, man, in their life.
It's high in
They're-
protein. It's organic.
That's what they call it, man.
No
Yeah, it's
pesticide.
full of magical. It's full of magic, man.
So
They get high, man.
so yeah. So you said you were you were. So you said you were looking at
I haven't
this.
changed. I've become much worse.
I swear, man, it's just like we go right back to where we started. But
Life moves in
the thing
cycles,
is,
man.
I'm trying to get a sense of how much of these conspiracy, how much, if in percentage, how much of the conspiracy guys were correct about all of the stuff that is unfolding.
I think 60%. There's always disinfo and idiots and everything, so nothing can be always correct. You
So-
go, Buska.
Yeah, but what they are saying is that people will get these conditions with their heart, where people are just dropping. And I mean, I'll give you an example. Was it yesterday? There were 2 Premiership games that were suspended temporarily because on 2 occasions supporters dropped in the stands. Now, there's many occasions of Premierships players or footballers in the UK dropping in the pitch and in the amateur circles dying. I've got many examples. Every time they go on YouTube, they get taken down. You cannot touch YouTube with that information. It's literally you're done.
Wow.
I can give you some examples. Like, you just don't mention the words, but like yesterday was 2 games. It was Watford, Chelsea, and Leicester and Liverpool, I think, and both games were held up because they were doing CPR in the stands. And
Really?
it's like every week, mate. This is every week. And yes, we do know that people have heart attacks, and we do know that players can have these like weird, it does happen, but it happens like once a decade. It's happening all the time, mate. It's
That
happening
is messed
all
up.
the time. I mean, I'm sure if you've even Googled it and had a look, you'll see now. And you just went from date and just go back. It'll be like every week.
I'm with you. No, I've been hearing about footballers collapsing, but
Yeah.
I wasn't really sure what the extent was because it's
my
just
mate
been
put it
like
on
here
his
and there.
channel. My mate put it on his channel, and I WhatsApped him. I said, that'll be fucking taken down. He said, it's just come down. It's just come down. And he's like, yeah, they filled it. And like, yeah, you can't touch it. You can't touch YouTube with it.
Shit.
If
Let
this
me.
isn't
Yeah, go on.
dictatorship, I don't know what is, man. If this isn't it, what more proof do you need?
I can give you there's a video now by Rotten Politics. You might know him. He just done a video tonight about the games last night. Both of them, like he just doesn't mention the words or anything like that. And he says, I wonder what's different. It's just it does happen. We know it happens, but why does it seem to be happening quite often? On a regular.
Yeah, because people are getting jizzed so many times now, 3 times even. That's why it's happening.
Well,
Yeah,
it does seem to be high stress situations where you're dropping. That's why you're getting a lot of sports people doing it. So there was a British Taekwondo 19. She dropped, and this was yesterday. It was announced yesterday. There was 2 sports dropping yesterday. Let me get it up on my Twitter.
Yeah.
Now, I've a theory from a guy from Germany, a doctor, high level doctor who was against the jizz. He said that the jizz can cause, like in young people also, it can cause clotting of the jizz inside the body eventually, and that can go to the brain, and it can cause sort of a hemorrhage in young people, which is very uncommon.
Stop calling me jizz. I can't cope.
But the jizz, you're saying the jizz itself is clotting in people's veins?
It is causing clottings, yes.
It's causing the
It's
clotting. The jizz is causing the clotting.
In the red jizz. So the white jizz is causing the clotting in the red jizz.
Ah,
I don't
I'm with
even want to mention the name of the red jizz.
So
Just help you to be safe,
okay.
That was the original claim as well. The original claim from years back, from when it started, was that it will cause clots. And it looks like in certain cases where they take post-mortems, etc., this is what's happening.
So the jizz is actually clotting inside the veins. Oh no! The jizz is causing the blood to clot inside the vein. So it's not like the jizz itself is clotting the vein. This sounds fucking insane. This conversation.
It's causing because this is pretty strong jizz, man. I mean, what can you do, man?
That is some serious jizz. I don't deny.
It's a real jizz, man.
That's
you should take it in lower doses. Cut it up like.
I think microdose the jizz.
Microdose the jizz. So you can save.
Do you remember the
Sorry, guys.
to shoot huge loads, to be honest.
Yeah. Sorry, Base. Go on. What was that?
Do you remember the tennis player Pat Cash?
Yeah.
Do you want to hear his views on the jibby jab? His views are they're not quite extreme,
But they're fairly based.
Well, because he lost his dad
Oh, he lost it to the not the jizz, but to the other thing.
Well, no,
To the vid.
whatever you want to call it. I'll call it the Jimmy Jab.
Oh, so he did lose it to the Jimmy Jab, to the jizz, to the whatever. So it was because of the jizz, or was it because of the vid?
The Jibby Jab.
Okay.
Which the Jibby Jab is the
Oh, so that's what caused the actual
the
fatality.
jizz is a real danger, not the not the
Can't mess around with the jizz, man.
Stop calling
the
it
jizz is
Stop
jizz
calling
is
it
the
jizz.
most dangerous thing you can get into. This is real danger.
Thanks. I've sorry.
Sorry.
They basically took some jizz from Bill Gates.
Yeah.
And they copied the Bill Gates jizz, the toxic jizz he has, and they're injecting us, man.
Ah, sorry, Blaze.
it now?
What were you saying? You said something. I missed that.
I've put it in the back chat if you want to see it in the.
Oh, his Twitter, his video on Twitter.
Yeah, the last. There's two there actually, but there's one on Pack Cash and there's one on something else.
All right. I'll check it out. Do you want me to play it on the stream?
Yeah, go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, let me get this bad boy up.
It's quite relevant. He's not happy, though. He's not happy, and he's quite obviously. You'll see his position and why he's not happy, because his dad was perfect before.
And then he got jizzed up,
and
things went downhill. You got to be careful, man.
Some jizz is fake. Some jizz is just placebo. It's not a
Really?
short solution to it.
You think some of them is actually
give jizz to
placebo?
everybody. Yeah, but no, a short solution, saline. Because they wanted to test how many people will get affected, how efficient the jizz will be.
A nurse has come out. I can't remember what country. She said they were only taking the vials with number one. There's vials of 1, 2, 3 on the labels in the codes in the back. I don't know how true it is, but she said the VIPs were only taking number one, and she believes that's a placebo.
All right, okay, guys, I'm sharing this thing, so let's give me a minute to play this and see what's going on.
Convince an 89-year-old woman to go and get a vaccination, and she goes out there and gets it, and they somebody points to me and says, "You got blood on your hands if you don't do this and do that." I'll tell you, you've got blood on your hands. The doctor who didn't check my mum, the doctor or the people who convinced my mother at 89 to get a vaccination, 4 days of splitting migraines followed by 2 strokes and a heart attack.
Holy shit.
You've got blood on your hands, buddy. Why did they do that to an 89-year-old woman? It's been her, now she's care. She had to get looked after. She was on her own in an apartment. She was great. She had collapsed on the floor. My brother just got there in time. They resuscitated her. And I said to Mum, she recovered, which was amazing. I said, Mum, tell your cardiologist what happened. She said, I did. And I said, can you report it, please? She said, there's no point reporting it. Adverse reaction, no point. Nobody listens. I was like, Mum, tell him. She said, I didn't want to stress her. She did 2 strokes and a heart attack. I was like, she basically said, no. That doctor's
because
so we're not getting the truth.
The companies that produce the jizz.
And you know what? And the trouble is with the mainstream media is, as you said earlier, you're only getting one line of messages. So we're not getting constant coverage about the 1 million reported adverse reactions on the MHRA. We're not getting the story about the 30,000 people across Europe who've died from the vaccine.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to interrupt this because I think we get the gist of it now. But the thing is that the jizz producers are immune to prosecution anyway, so they've got total immunity from any issues with the jizz.
And they were trying to find the evidence. They were trying to hide the evidence for 55 years. So that you couldn't get the evidence. Now, what's actually happened somehow is the courts have gone against Big Pharma.
They've gone against the jizz producers.
Yeah, they've the poison. They've got the poison producers, right? And they've actually ruled against them. So what's funny is that the first documents they released, they're going to release 50 documents a week or something.
Wow, they got to produce a lot of jizz for that.
Of all accounts, you'd think they'd pull their shit out first, but it doesn't work like that. It's actually got all the good stuff coming out first.
I've heard they're now going to manipulate genetically rabbits, so they can put them on milking machines and produce the jizz faster and cheaper this way.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That's the next plan. But they're also, this is serious. They're going to make plants who will produce the jizz vegetables. This is already being tested now. Vegetables genetically modified, and they will produce a spike protein to make it easier to get it in you. So that's how far they're already gone, man.
Damn! They really want to get you. They really want to put that jizz in you.
Man. Yeah, they love you, man. They love us so much, man. Thank you, Bill Gates. Hail Bill Gates, man.
Hey, our savior.
And don't say anything bad on the savior. Dr. Pope Fauci, religion,
you're talking about Dr. Fauci. May peace and blessings be upon him, because we have to refer to him in that way now, because he's a prophet now. Prophet Fauci. May peace and blessings be upon him.
Bill Gates knows exactly that the new pandemic is coming, when exactly the smallpox is coming. He knows everything, man. He's like God.
Yeah.
Fauci is his right-hand man, man. He does everything.
Fauci is God. Fauci is God, and Bill Gates is his prophet. You can literally take your shahada.
Yeah, you can say, I believe only in Bill Gates. I will be jizzed for eternity all my life.
Yes.
I will believe in nothing but the jizz, and only the jizz, and only Bill Gates jizz, and I will bow down to you. And that's the new thing you got to do, man.
That's
Otherwise,
right.
you're not allowed to live anymore, man.
That's it, man.
This new world order.
That's it. Ashhadu an la Bill Gates illallah al Fauci Rasulullah. Yes, Fauci the Rasul.
This is a religion, man. This is a religion based on atheism and scientism. Fake science, in which they don't follow science, but they lie, manipulate, and cheat to use science to get you into a certain
the fact is, we are not. Just because you're not a religious person, you're not immune from dogmatism. Dogma is something that can penetrate any mind, anywhere that you are. You are not immune from being dogmatic and being effectively religious towards a scientist in this case, or even scientism. So I totally acknowledge that people do become irrational when it comes to even science. The science.
Jizz is a sacrament, Jizz
is a sacrament.
You cannot say anything against it, or you will get attacked by.
There will be. I think you're right. You're right. There will eventually be the Church of Jizz, in which you will have to go every Sunday, kneel, and take it in the take one in the mouth.
Take it off the bum, mouth, whatever you want, man. You can get double jizzed, every Sunday.
That's it. Double jizzed every Sunday.
In every orifice in your ears and your nose, you can get it all, baby. You can rub it over your nipples too.
I can never take this subject seriously ever again. You've ruined this whole thing for me now.
You shouldn't take it
every time I watch it.
It's something absurd. This whole COVID, this whole jizz thing is like a Monty Python movie. Man.
I swear, man.
I can't take it seriously. Come on,
this is true. Some of the stuff, some of the bullshit they try to sell us, it's comedy. It's just like if it was based on any other subject, you would go, I'd call bullshit on this. But you can't. You're not allowed to question it. You're not allowed to call bullshit.
People are scared, man. People get scared.
Yeah.
Continuous fear. They lose their mental capacity to reason, and they didn't have it already. Osho, my great guru, he said once when he was asked, "Is democracy a good thing?" He said, "Yeah, democracy is a good thing. It's ruled by the people, for the people, with the people or whatever." He said, "But the people are retarded." So what are you going to get? You're going to get a retarded government, retarded politicians, and retarded society, retarded shit.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
problem.
no, it's true.
The level
You
quality
know,
of people
You
that
get the
mind
government you
is
deserve.
absolutely.
Sorry, MC. What was that?
Wang Xi, you know what is the other description of democracy? Very short, and it is called the tyranny of the majority. That's the problem of democracy.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
And it's like Idiocracy. It is literally the movie Idiocracy we're in. Literally, it's going there on a fast train to hell, man. That's where we're heading right now.
Well, the funny thing is, in Idiocracy, they actually point out that only the idiots or the sort of the people who are morons keep having more and more children versus the more intelligent people who barely even have one. So you can literally see it in the demographic changes. It's the idiots are the ones who have like 3 kids, 4 kids, and most of the other people who are middle class and above are barely having 1 or 2 kids. So yeah, it is. The idiots are going to take over because they're just reproducing like crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I think even if the new world order want to do this, let's say they fail, they don't get away with everything they want to do. You know what will happen? Just like in Second World War, you have like bombs dropping on you. You can die any minute. There's no food, and what do people do? They fuck like rabbits, and then you get the baby boomers.
Yes,
it's an evolutionary thing in us built in during these times to prevent the bottleneck extinction. So with this, people, I bet people are fucking now way more than ever before with this COVID stress. And
the thing is, we do have things like Netflix and other entertainments to keep people busy, so they're not completely bored. There's video games, there's Netflix, there's social media, so people are not at home. Yeah, people are not at home completely isolated from the external world, so we do have a lot more distractions. But I would say still the sexual intercourse rate has probably doubled.
It must go up. It's an evolutionary measure to prevent us from extinction. We have been dying almost many times. We had like bottleneck extinction situations, and then with only a few people, then boom, we exploded again. So it's a built-in thing. So prepare for the bigger baby boom if they don't kill us off or whatever, and we survive. It will be huge, man. It will backfire, whatever they want to do.
I see. I know what you mean, man. I know what you mean. Sorry, I'm a little bit distracted at the moment, trying to figure something out. So, guys, is there anything else you guys have on your mind? Because I wanna start to wrap this bad boy up.
Close. I have. Something else have came to mind. I will post you a link from Reddit. I probably you cannot post it on this live stream because they will ban it. But imagine if the British government would have such a press, not press conference, but such a meeting about it. Just a moment, I'm going to put that here. This is the literal meeting of the Polish government about this migrant crisis on our border.
Oh, I see. Can I actually play
Look
this?
at the picture.
Is it a video or it's a video? It's an image. Okay, let me post this up here. Let me see if I can actually. Oh shit! No, it just immediately says it's 18 plus to view. So yeah.
But look at that. This is my government's meeting, and this is what they were debating about: the behaviors of the migrants.
Oh, I see. Well, actually, technically, I can play this because it's all been blacked out, so it's not like it's visible.
Hey, Banksy, don't be racist, man, that you're blacked out. Come on, man. You will get banned. You have to be careful, man. You must say this has been visually erased.
Yes, it has been visually masked.
That's a correct term, not blacked out. Come on, man. Come on, Banksy. Come on. I expected better from you, man.
Okay, guys, I'm showing this on the main stream,
don't
but
be racist, bro.
But yeah, I'm not gonna bother sharing my screen.
Skin, but I'm a brother from another mother, man. Don't black me out. Stop blacking me out.
Stop jizzing me out.
I can't breathe, man, of you blacking me out so much.
Yeah,
shut up, man.
I've posted. Well, I played it on the live stream. MC, it's all right. It's not. I don't think it's gonna be that bad because they've got a big sort of censored
Banksy.
section.
Anyway,
What's up?
I'm just amazed about one thing. Why didn't they place a special bulletin or international emergency that in case of the refugees breaking into Poland from the Polish-Belarusian border, all people should protect their goats, cows, sheep and donkeys from rape.
So which people are coming? Are they from around the area or far away? I haven't been up to date with the news.
Iran, Kurdistan, and Turkey.
Wow.
But sometimes also North Africa.
Don't hide your women. You don't need to hide your women at least. Hide your goats, man. They're fucking.
Banksy, we have such a football hooligan.
Yeah. Sorry.
Banksy, we have such football hooligans that they will basically make those refugees equal with the ground. Banksy, know what I'm talking about?
In Poland, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but at the end of the day, I'm not pro-violence or whatever, but if somebody comes in my house uninvited and they just want to fuck shit up, I hold the right to do what the fuck I want with them if they don't behave.
Exactly.
Or even if they come in and behave. It's not a fucking... that shouldn't be here. That's it. It's illegal. Get the fuck out. Doesn't matter who it is.
Man.
I mean, do you think you can enter Iran or all these countries and just... go across the border like it's Area 51 and I run like a ninja and I go in and they will say, allow, come in, we have a job and a house for you. It's okay, come in, run in our border. Nobody fucking allows that.
Exactly.
It's insane.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm racist now suddenly. I know.
You must allow
Yeah, I have to. I've been living in Holland for 43 years, and I consider myself more here native than any other country. And it doesn't matter even if I'm here or whatever. I mean, you have a society, you have a place, you build it, and whatever. And then you want people to just fucking come in and then, rape your chickens, your goats, and all that shit. I want to protect my goats. I love my fucking goats.
I want to fuck those goats.
They're mine, man. They're mine.
They're my goats.
They're my fucking goats. You can't have them. They're mine.
Holy shit!
Oh,
all right, guys, I'm gonna call this a day because I gotta get some sleep and I gotta get to work tomorrow. It was always a pleasure.
Anyway, Banks, before I'm going to go, also sorry that wasn't so much humor and that it wasn't funny, but I also have participated with the ends of my energy because I had a lot of work.
I know. Thanks for coming, dude. But it's okay. Wanksy came and introduced the gist to us, so he
that's all I can do, man, for my brothers and sisters.
You did, man. You did. You turned it around. You introduced the gist to us all.
Wanksy, praise the Jews and
make the Jews
the very salty and acid version land on Fauci's face. Praise the Jews.
Praise the Jews.
Great wank in the sky created existence by jizzing his fist wank, man.
Yeah, exactly.
So what I predicted years ago has come true, man. Goodbye, man.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot. I'm going to jump off. You guys do you.
And Akbar on President Xi's face too.
Yes. Cheers. Bye-bye. All right, boys and girls, we are done for another evening of fun and frolics. Okay, I'm not really sure how to deal with this one. Actually, there is another link. Base Welshman has tweeted. I would say go to Base Welshman's Twitter page because the man is just full of gold. So yeah, check out Base Welshman's Twitter. Check out. Big up to Wanksy, big up to MC for actually doing the whole, introducing the whole show, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have even done this show. So thank you, MC, for requesting the show. Thanks for Wanksy for coming on. Base Welshman, big up, much love to my man in Wales. Everyone else, thank you for coming. Everyone in the text, Miss Banksy, and NPC. Izzy, everyone. I'll be honest, there's too many people now. I've lost track. Flexi, thank you, Flexi, for jumping on as well. Great guy. Can't wait for that Netflix film to come out next year. let's keep an eye on that one, guys. Watch that space. It should be interesting. Okay, guys and girls, thank you for coming. It's been wonderful. I don't know. I don't know a jizz song, to be honest with you, to play us out with. I don't really know a song that's jizz related. So I'm just gonna pick one from the free YouTube copyright free music catalog that I currently have before me. Let's go for, there's one that says Turtle Time. Let's see what the hell that is. There you go. Okay, yeah, that sounds pretty good. That'll do. All right, boys and girls, thank you for coming. Look after yourselves, take care of your families, love each other, and watch out for the jizz jab that might come your way. Just take care, precautions, be informed, and make informed decisions. That's the only thing I can tell you, is be informed and make informed decisions. It's the only way to go. Unfortunately, the trusted sources of information that we've always relied upon are not reliable anymore. So we have to we're gonna have to seek out other sources of information. That's the real truth to it. Love each other, help each other, stay healthy. Peace.